Welcome back, Legends. I'm Mark from LegendaryMakes, and on today's video, we're going to be talking about business-to-business sales. So recently, I just made a business-to-business sale here locally where I live. I was able to provide them with a cheaper product than how they were getting that product before. I'm not going to talk about exactly what that product is yet because I think it's a really great idea. And maybe in the future, we'll actually go over what that is once I get established on what that product is. It did come down to the cost of the former product before my product and what I could offer. It was about 50%, 75% more than what I can charge via 3D printing. And it just worked out for both sides. I get to make a little bit of money, they get to save money, and it was just a good fit all around. Now, I do plan on using this product to be pitching to more local businesses in my area. And I have a pretty good feeling that this will be successful, at least here in the short term. And going to pretty much hit the ground running on this product. And I'm gonna make a few different variations of it as well. And so this product does need to be semi-strong. It's gonna be used over and over again. So I did have to pay attention to layer lines. And another reason why I had to use glue to put things together was one, customization. Number two was to eliminate any issues with layer line adhesion and potential breakage. I essentially have layer lines going up like this, and the piece that I'm gluing onto it is layer lines going like this. So it's kind of like a cross section layer line deal, right? And I think the 3D glue is perfect for that because it does fuse chemically the two pieces together. So we'll see in the long run if this works out. I think it will. It should be fine. But I know that some people or some of these businesses might be interested in bigger versions. And we'll have to revisit the engineering of this product once it's going to scale up in size. And then this product, it only is about an 8-hour turnaround. Print time is roughly 4-ish hours. It is multiple parts, so I do have to end up gluing them together. I use the 3D glue, which I have up there behind me. And that usually takes roughly a couple hours, 4 hours to kind of cure. I think they say 12 hours to maximal curing. But they're not using the product that I drop off right away. So a 4-hour, I think, drying time on that, and it takes them a few days till they even use it. And I know it's probably frustrating for you guys because you're like, what is this product? But like I said, I don't want to reveal what the product is yet, but I do want to let you know that maybe you can look around in your hometown where you're from and find a solution, like, you know, as quirky as it could be or as niche as it could be to some sort of problem. And it does seem like if you can help businesses make money, that makes you money. And as you guys know, I do like to tinker a lot. I do love designing. And so I really think it is important to provide something of value to whoever you're trying to sell to. It's got to be aesthetically pleasing. And it's got to work. A major factor for 3D printing that us 3D printing people, nerds, whatever you want to call us, can take advantage of is customization. By being able to design something customizable, it's harder for mass production of that item, right? Because there's a lot of money involved with creating something that's mass production. There's a lot of upfront costs. And so customization kind of seems to be mass production's enemy, I guess you could say. So if you can offer a product that's customizable to the business's needs, I think you've got a really good in and a really good leg up on any other competition. Wrapping up this video, I will in the future kind of give you guys sales updates on this product. As of today, I've got 2 sales on this product. If you found any sort of value in this video, make sure you like and maybe consider subscribing, but most important, share.